Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. So here we are in Rango Mont Pass again. You might remember I left off at just waiting on and killing those stupid evil weapons up in the pond that's all the way up there. And it was all to get an item called Glitter Sand. And it was literally taking so long that I waited through like 5 more respawns or whatever and just went to bed with my character AFK there. And when I woke up, I killed them again. I took a bath. Out of the bath, killed them again. You know, whatever. But, I got it eventually. But it was way too long for anyone recording to catch, so I just decided, whatever, you know, you saw what you gotta kill, this is what you gotta get. It's rare exclusive, so no, you can't buy it, etc, etc. Okay. So we gotta go to the Jugner Forest now. Personal letter addressed to Semilafina, huh? Is Percheon gonna be hitting on her? Yeah, we'll find out. Ugh. My guts feel like they got stomped on. I don't get what's been up with them in the last few months, but they have been just awful. I've been having this issue, that's a groundstone. I want the survival guide. But I've been having this issue that's kind of disgusting to, you know, talk about, but back in 2019 I had some major heartburn issue. I work nights, so, you know, this is a pretty common thing. I didn't know why I was having heartburn issues. And we need to go to Norvalen, because that's where... Oh, but we don't... I guess Devoy would be the closest one, right? Wait a minute. Didn't I have the outpost warp? Didn't I get the outpost warp to Jugner Forest? I can use that. I don't know why I don't have the survival guide. But I don't have the survival guide. Anyway, 2019 heartburn issue. Started taking antacids. They weren't doing much, so I started taking... was it Nexium or Prilosec? One of those purple pills. I think Nexium. And on the bottle for Nexium, it says not to take it any longer than for 14 days. So I didn't. But then the problems immediately came back after I stopped taking it. So I waited a week and went back to taking it, even though on the package it says don't use more than 2 weeks at a time, other than under a doctor's like supervision or whatever. Once you've taken it for done a 2-week course, don't take any more for 90 days or something like that. Yeah, okay. There we go. Use conquest points. We got hundreds of thousands of those. By the way, I was having issues, and I knew I needed to see a doctor, so I made the doctor's appointment, went to see her. And I told her, I don't have like a normal doctor. Like, I don't go to the doctor very often at all, so I don't really have one. But it was the place my mom always used to take me. And so, let's see, we need to go to I-6. Just up north here, I guess. We're looking for a guy named Alexius. Man, Ranger can see really far. But not far enough. Okay. Yeah, I went and saw this doctor. Her name was Dr. Rittenhouse. She seemed kind of young. And she's kind of cute too. I asked for a physical, and then I also did like, you know, I described my problem and told her, you know, all the stuff I'd looked up on it, and you know, I had all the ideas I had about what it might be, and you know, what could I do to prove it was any one of those. You know, what did she want me to do, or whatever. And she was basically like, I don't know what kind of patients she's used to dealing with, or what her specialization is, or any of that, but she was just like, oh, so you've been taking Prilosec? Well, I'll get you on some prescription of a similar one, and you know, you keep taking it, see how it goes, and once you're out of it, if the problem's not gone, come on back. So I kept taking it, and then once the prescription ran out, like, my problems came back immediately, so I made another appointment for a week later and came back. And in the second appointment, she literally started telling me things that I had told her in the first appointment. Like things I had told her, you know, like the things I had looked up through, you know, like WebMD and crap. And so I got really bent out of shape about that, because like, it's not that I don't trust doctors, it was just really upsetting to, like, you know, I'm paying money for you to help me get healthy, and you're quoting basically WebMD to me. Like, okay, so anyway, you're looking for a Sibyl guard from Winters? What's a Sibyl guard? What's that you say? A Mithrin Ranger? Well, why didn't you say so? If it's the one I think you're talking about, yeah, I've seen her. I talked to her about a weird shadow I'd seen by the lake on the night of a full moon. Guess I'll tell you the story too. I was down by the southern edge of the lake a few nights ago. The big old moon shining bright in the sky when I saw this flickering shadow. Now, people may laugh, but it was no ordinary monster, and it wasn't like any beastman I'd ever seen. I don't know how to describe it. In any case, that Mithrin Ranger believed my story and said she would try going down to the south and end up end of the lake and help with my work. And since you've been such a good audience, I'll tell you exactly where you need to go. Try looking around the area where the river meets the lake. That's not very far away. Couldn't we have, like, bumbled into her? Whatever. So now we gotta go to H6. I think that's where we gotta go. I think it's that tree right over there. I'll finish telling you about my Dr. Rittenhouse woes in a moment. Oh, more glitter sand, huh? Surely it's not. Her earring for yours. Sime Lafina, Sibyl Guard of Heaven's Tower in Winters. That is your title, correct? The Shikari M. And who on Vanadil are you? I am a Mithrin tracker. Have you not heard of us? I have traveled from the Mithrin homeland that lies across the sea. I learned that a sinner was taking refuge with a tribe that lived in Windurst. A sinner? 20 years ago, in the time of the Great War, the tribal chieftainess of a certain region perpetrated a grave offense. That chieftainess escaped to this land, but was hunted down by FFXI. We received word that that daughter of the chieftainess perished along with her mother. The Mithrin tracker who traveled here 20 years ago confirmed the report. However, before the light of life left her, she confessed to her own sin. The daughter still lives. And so I have come. I will seek out the daughter of the chieftainess and make her atone for the sins of her mother. Sime Lafina. Do you not think that a civil guard is an unusual phenomenon? Although all the other orphans of the war were sent to their respective homelands, only you few were taken in by a different people. Was this done to evade the Mithrin trackers, perhaps? And out of those orphans, who went to live in Heaven's Tower, you were the only one to have no record of her parents. A sin is a sin, even if you have no memory of the fact. The child must pay for the sins of the mother when the mother can no longer make amends. Try to switch the earring. Will do you no good. That is not how I will know you as the child of the sinner. Let me tell you a secret. A sinner carries the scent of sin. It is a scent that only these king's tear moths can detect. A scent that will not fade and that you cannot escape. A scent that will stay with you forever. And now let the truth be known. What? You don't carry the scent? I must apologize. I seem to have been mistaken. Wait, my mother... Are you telling me you don't know? That is no longer my concern. Farewell, Semi-Lafina. What was the Shikari Hunter really gonna do, though? I mean, I don't think she could actually take Semi-Lafina unarmed, even if she was a monk. Well, that's interesting. Are we getting another cutscene, or... Oh, okay. Alrighty then. We'll just use the book at the outpost warp to go to Windurst. At least I think I can go to Windurst. I did activate the book in Windurst, right? We'll see. We'll see. If I didn't, I'll take it to... I'll just take it on back to Bastock and use the home point warps. So whatever, yo. We got so much teleportation. We got teleportation coming out of our ears. But yeah, as far as Dr. Rittenhouse goes, basically I had to tug and pull and strain to get her to, you know, talk to me about what I could actually do to figure out what was wrong with my heartburn situation. She said basically there's two ways to check out what was wrong, and neither of them were very amenable to her. One was, she said she would give my information to the hospital and then make an appointment for me with the actual hospital, because I was at like a clinic associated with the hospital, and then get a colonoscopy for like $2,000 to $3,000. I guess I can't go to Windurst. Like I said, I haven't activated the books in Windurst. Whatever. And the other way was for me to shit in a cup and bring it back to her and have her send my shit to a lab to analyze, or analyze my shit herself, or whatever it was. And I didn't want to be messing around with her, and I also don't really feel like trying to shit in a cup, so I didn't. I just opted to do neither. I was actually all down to get the colonoscopy, but she never actually set up my information. She never did what she said she'd do. She never sent it to the hospital. I never got a notification about it. She never did it. So... I guess if I want to get a colonoscopy, I'll just have to go and ask for one. But, yeah. So after that, I basically just tried to use antacid for a while and, like, change my diet to something less crappy. And changing my diet really helped. I need Windurst Woods. I ate less microwave meals, and less salt, and drank more water, and that helped for quite a while. And I actually got over my heartburn situation. I haven't had any bad heartburn since like early mid 2020. And then, but then I started having this issue with my gut. And the first issue was actually in late 2019. The heartburn thing was really simmering down, and I was changing my diet and whatnot. I got a stomach bug. I had massive, super bad diarrhea. And it was so bad that after it was finally over, the first normal poop I ever took afterwards was just solid white. And like, I didn't know what to think about that. But slowly but surely over the next few days, it returned to a normal color. I don't care about trust. Who is Shikori Z? Why are you ruining shit for me? Attempt to return the past the dust, if you will, but it will avail you not. Dust is swept up by the wind, its scent carried on, the scent of my quarry. I will tell you once more, I have no reason to hide the past. The bearer of the bow does not oppose the truth. Be that as it may, the loss of the bow of light does not sit well with me. I will speak bluntly. FFXI, I believe you struck some kind of deal with the sinner. Your daughter's age was close to that of the sinner's. Is it possible you sympathized with their plight? As I'm sure you are well aware, I won't be leaving this land until I have hunted down the sinner. I will enlighten the people of the Outlands on the evils of hiding sin. I come as a keeper of the peace of wonders. Is the daughter of the sinner really dead? Do you doubt it? I see you were questioned by the tracker. Yes, she followed me to Jugner Forest. It seems the sinner carries a scent that we cannot detect. But I was not the daughter the tracker was seeking. Did you send the earring out of concern for me? If so, your fears appear to be unfounded. I will take this opportunity to tell you, even if you are found to be guilty, I have no intention of becoming the next chieftainess of Windurst. However, I also have little desire to aid that Mithrin tracker in her hunt. I have no interest in the mysteries of the past. The future is all that concerns me now. Calm wind. You see us in troubled times. On occasion, even the Mithra must fight amongst ourselves. I feel that your talents will become necessary before the struggle comes to an end. Will you promise to lend us your strength in our time of need? Take this as a symbol of your pledge. May the path cleared by the wind always lie before you. Ranger quests are cool! But the sniping bow sucks donkey balls. Like, that's not even a good bow for its level. Like, that's just pure shit. Like, I don't even know why they give us such a shitty bow. Like, I guess for its delay, like, its delay is pretty low for a bow. But, like, you know, it's no Loxley bow. If you're gonna try to use a low delay bow, you get yourself a Loxley. Yeah, where was I in my diarrhea story? Okay, so I recover from the diarrhea and have white poop for a few days. Actually, just like a day or two. And then things go kind of relatively back to normal. But really, ever since then, I don't know what a winged altar is. Authorized by the worship of the Dawn Goddess. I don't know if that does anything special or not. I'll slam it in my Mog House, why not? Or I guess I could see how much it sells for. But yeah, ever since then, and ever since I really got over my heartburn issue, I've been having a real bad time with the bathroom. Like, I'm talking like, I'll have a completely normal poo one day, and then the next day I'll have like explosive, you know, it's almost like diarrhea, but it's not actually diarrhea. And then like, I'll have like poop that looks like chicken tenders. I'll have poo that looks like fucking, like, I don't even know how to describe it. And like, it would be super concerning, but it's just so inconsistent, I don't even know how to describe the problem. And then like, for sometimes, the problem will go away for like a week or two, and I won't have any issues. But then it'll come back like worse than ever. And it's been particularly worse since October started. Or well, you know, October happened, I guess it's November now, but, you know, I don't get it. I don't understand. I wish she would stop trying to talk to me about the trust initiative. I don't give a fuck about that. I have just had word that one who knows of the fate of the sinner's daughter can be found in the Blacksmith's Guild of Mara. Upon hearing this, the Mithrin tracker immediately set off on her way. I wish for you to also travel to Mara and meet with this person. You have your task. The blessing of the winds upon you. Pretty sure the sinner, as hinted at by the last quest, the sinner is actually FFXI. And it was her daughter that died, and not the sinner. But, you know, whatever. Yeah, other than that, like, I've also been extraordinarily flatulent. Like, I farted more in the last, like, 10 months than I have in my entire life. And I don't really know what's up with that. Like, I don't get it. I don't know what's wrong with me. It doesn't seem to be affecting my health. I'm not having any crazy symptoms outside of this. Like, I'm not fatigued. I don't, you know, like it doesn't interfere with my job. Sometimes it interferes with my recordings. Sometimes it interferes with, you know, like, stuff because I'll suddenly have to use the bathroom or something. And I've definitely browned my pants more than I care to admit, thinking a fart was a fart, and then it wasn't a fart. But, like, you know, I just don't, like, I don't know if it's irritable bowel syndrome. I don't know if it's freaking, you know, the gastroenteritis. Like, I don't know what's going on. I wish I did, but I don't. Okay, so we gotta find Ko Limabalako or something like that. Okay, there it is. There she is, I guess. The Chieftains of the Fire Tribe and her daughter. She was asking about the incident that occurred 20 years ago. Okay. Do you know of the Fire Tribe? They're a Mithrin tribe that lives on the southern continent. It was some 30 years ago now. The chieftainess of that tribe committed the sin of slaying a fellow tribal member. She spent 10 years atoning for that sin in the homeland. When war broke out, she escaped from prison, crossing over to this continent with her daughter in tow. At the time, I was performing the dangerous duty of escorting people and supplies between Juneau and Windurst. One day, a Mithrin woman and her child slipped into our company. We set out for Juneau, not realizing it was the chieftainess and her daughter who had joined us. However, things didn't go as planned. We were discovered by a party of Yagudo, Merifetad Mountains. The Yagudo quickly overwhelmed us, and we were taken to Castle Ostroja and held as prisoners. The prison of Ostroja was a terrible place. All we could do was shiver in the biting cold. At regular intervals, the Yagudo would come to drag one of us from the prison. Finally, the chieftainess of the fire tribe was taken away, leaving her daughter behind. Only the two of us were left. Not long after that, we were saved by the elite warriors stationed in the Merifetad Mountains, led by FFXI herself. I took the child back to Juno, but she grew thinner by the day from misery and exhaustion. Her body was interred in the Ldm Necropolis, along with the remains of the other races who had died in the war. The daughter of the sinner could not be buried in the lands of the Mithra. I go now to check the veracity of that story, to see if, for my own eyes, the body of Siyu Befrathi, the daughter of the chieftainess Nev Befrathi. I have heard from the townspeople that dangerous creatures roam the dark hallways of the Ldm Necropolis. It is a place that cannot be entered alone, but of course, I have no intentions of giving up on my quarry. You are one of the breed they call adventurers, right? Adventurers are said to take on almost any kind of task as long as the pay is good. I will follow after you, keeping out of sight. Clear the path ahead, making for the cemetery in the center of the necropolis. Meet me at the necropolis, and don't be late. So now we gotta go to the Ldm Necropolis. And, we can just use the book warp. Most of the old Mithra living near Winder served the Southern Fire Tribe. However, they would not harbor the sinner out of pity. A sin must be atoned for, and this cannot be avoided. Huh. Okay, so let's just go to Bastock Mine and get out of this congested ass place. I don't know, there might be books in Mara, but I want out of this congestion. Mara is really busy nowadays because it's where Ambuscade is hosted, and Ambuscade is like this really good way to upgrade yourself at level 99. Once you have a little bit of item level gear, you can start doing Ambuscade. It gets you item level 119 gear that can be upgraded like 2 or 3 times. That's usually like good enough to be entry level and complete higher end stuff without being completely dead weight. And I'm sure like a piece or two of it's probably like best in slot for certain setups for gear or whatever. The amount of gear customization you can do later in this game is just absolutely out of this world. Like I can't even properly convey it to you. Just like think about it. Like there's a set for attacking fast and accurately so that you build TP quickly. There's a set for weapon skilling. There's a set for specific. You can make a specific gear set for each different weapon skill depending on what their modifiers are, whether they're magical or not. You know what type of weapon they are. Then people nowadays really like to do this stuff called like hybrid gear, where like you mix damage taken down and like other such similar gear, you know, stuff that would reduce the damage you take with your weapon skill setup or your TP phase setup. There's pure damage reduction setup. There's magical attack setup. You know, there's all sorts of stuff. So. Calm Wind, you took your time. Perhaps you considered giving me the slip? Even if you tried, it would be a futile effort. You cannot get away from a Mithrin tracker. Within the Ldm Necropolis, there's a cemetery divided into 4 areas where the casualties of the Great War are interred. There's a stone monument in each room that details who was buried where. First, we should search the stone monuments for the name of the Sinner's daughter. Take the lead, I will follow after you, keeping out of sight. Bitch, you're getting me to do your dirty work for you. But I guess we gonna do it. But we gonna get out our homie trusts. Because they are too cool for school. Kind of like having trust though, like that are the characters in these quests, because like it kind of lets me feel like, you know, they're part of my adventure, since I don't have a lot of friends on this character, or well, you know, that I can actually play with. So now we gotta go to G9. Says, and G9 would be in the southern room. Unfortunately, due to already doing all sorts of stuff with the you know, 50 cap and whatnot, we got the magic astrolabe key item that will let us traverse Ldm Necropolis by ourselves. But yeah, sorry about my disgusting story earlier. I just, like, I'm always telling my girlfriend about it, like, or well, you know, venting about it to her, and she's kind of like accepted that I'm a disgusting, nasty slob of a man. And it's actually kind of funny because, like, when I was having that really bad bout of diarrhea, like, she did not leave my side. Like, she came and watched movies with me and stuff while I was like laying down, alternating between laying down and running to the bathroom. Like, she did not give a flying fuck that I was having like this really nasty thing go on. She just sort of waited patiently. And are you easy prey, or like, oh, okay, so we got some shenanigans here. During that time, I actually introduced her to the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. We watched that movie, I remember. And I had to interrupt it like 3 times. I hate paralysis. It's easily my least favorite. My least favorite status ailment. Although Curse is pretty close. Curse is pretty close. Also, fun fact about paralysis. It used to consume your, it could consume your items. If you tried to use an item while paralyzed, if you got the message, you know, your character name is paralyzed, then the item would still get consumed. So, like, trying to use a potion to save yourself because, like, you're paralyzed, get fucked. Trying to use a remedy to cure your paralysis, get fucked. You know, like, it was awful. And I've heard they fixed it, but, like, I've never wanted to try. So I guess I could. Oh wait, no, it's already. I just wasted necropolis. Oh, okay, good. I didn't waste it. But yeah, I heard that they fixed it. Like, I heard that if you're paralyzed and you use food now or whatever, it won't get consumed. Which, like, thank God for that. The names of the deceased are carved upon the stone. The name of the sinner's daughter, C.U. Befrathi, is here. It's kind of a cool name, Befrathi. Let's go and check the grave, huh? Looks like a mass grave to me. What's this? A twin stone earring. the daughters? There's nothing left of the body, but this is enough. There's nothing more we can do here. Let's return to Chieftainess FFXI. Dun dun dun. So is this twin stone earring going to be a match for FFXI's or whatever? I thought we were going to have to fight something. But maybe not. Either way, we got TP, so I'm gonna blast one of these cars. Yeah. Haha, mine did more. I don't think I need an Ldm chest key for anything, but I guess I'll hang on to it just in case. And we could warp. Yeah, let's go ahead and warp, because we'll have to run back to the book. And you know, why run in a world when you can teleport? I don't know if those geodes are used for anything nowadays. They might be used in like some newfangled New Age craft or something. But they used to be used in Trials of the Magian. They came out in like 2011 or something like that. You'd gather 99 of them for a weapon upgrade before item level existed. There were some really good items, really good weapons right before item level existed. There was like, you could use soil geodes to make a sword called a Shikargar. And the soil geode version of it had physical damage taken minus 11%, which was fucking insane. But then item level came out and had to fucking ruin it. Cause see, item level gives you a higher level, and damage you take in this game is most, and damage you deal as well, is most affected by level difference. So like, if you had to choose between damage taken minus 10 and like, I don't know, like 3 item levels or something like that, you'd probably take the 3 item levels. But then some would probably argue it depends on what you're fighting. Blah 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 blah. But the rule of thumb is your weapons, and then all of your main armor slots, and your ranged weapons, if you have them, they need to be as high an item level as possible before they can even be considered for being good gear once you're at 99. Earrings, rings, necklace, back, and waist, they don't have or influence item level, so just their raw stats and effects are pertinent. Also, excuse me, I burped and I'm sorry for that. Yeah. I don't give a fucking damn about the Trusted Initiative. Stop bringing that up. After learning the location of the Daughter's final resting place, we have traveled to a place known as the Ldm Necropolis. There we found a twin stone earring. Piecing together everything I have heard, I believe it belonged to the Sinner's daughter. However, one problem remains. Where is the other half of the stone? Where is the grave of the mother? We were unable to discover the mother's body. Since she was held captive in the prison of Castle Ostroja, her remains should still lie there. Or should lie there still. It is said that the king of Ostroja forces prisoners to fight his Yugudo in a hall on the highest level of the castle. The bodies of the fallen are supposedly thrown into a large pond. If you search the pond thoroughly, you may find what you're looking for. Well, I'll leave this task to you. Return here as soon as you find the old earring. I must apologize, adventurer. I would like to send a party of warriors to aid you, but we do not have permission from Heaven's Tower to enter Castle Ostroja. The blessing of the earth upon you. So I'm just like doing this Sin Tracker's job for him now. Like I'm just fucking like Simi Lafina didn't want to help that bitch, and now I gotta help her just because she said that I got to. Because she like implied that she might pay me. Man, this quest quickly went from being super interesting and like I thought I was gonna get like some, you know, like protect the chieftainess like caper mystery to like fucking I don't want nothing to do with it. I guess I could try finding the books in Windurst, but I don't actually care. It's not that much of an inconvenience to just crystal teleport back to Bastok. Because, like, think about it. Teleportation to any other zone, like, say the books would have had to been in Windurst Woods already for me to, like, actually give a fuck about them. Because, like, teleportation basically makes every zone one zone away. It drastically reduces the scope and scale of the world. Like, it's hella convenient, especially for recording, but holy fuck does it just, like, completely neuter the concept of the game's size. Okay, so now we gotta go to Castle Eyes Trojan. And apparently we gotta use Scavenge. So we gotta be on Ranger, or we gotta have Ranger sub at a minimum. But apparently we can switch off a job if we wanted to. But I did not want to, because I am a Chad who does not need to change my job. We'll use Semi-Lafina again, because I don't think we'll actually really be fighting very much, if anything, in here. I could be wrong, but, like, I'm not exactly sure where we gotta go. Yeah, we gotta go upstairs. Okay, so we gotta go, like, all the way upstairs, so we'll probably actually have to fight stuff. I probably should have changed my sub job to Dancer or something. 4-switch combo. Head up the stairs to the third map where you'll find a pool of water with leeches. Oh, it's the leech pond with the you know, for the warrior artifact armor with the parasite skin. That's where we've got to go. That won't be that bad. But apparently we gotta go up there and we gotta use Scavenge over and over again until we find the old earring. This may take more than one attempt. You can come as a high level job with Ranger sub and get the earring that way. Well, I guess kudos to this being the first quest where we really gotta use our you know, our jobs. I beat the trapdoor. I beat the trapdoor. I love beating that trapdoor. But, yeah, so we're like 45 minutes into this video. We haven't completed the second quest to Ranger Artifact Armor yet, and I might have to call it quits once we get up to the pond. Because, I mean, quite frankly, like, I don't even know what the timer on Scavenge is. Like, I think it's only a minute, but, like, you really just want to sit here and watch me pressing Scavenge over and over again in a pond of leeches. Also, we got level 62, I guess. I got a bunch of EXP killing those evil weapons. They didn't give any EXP themselves, but records of eminence for damage dealt and for enemy slain or whatever, it kept giving me EXP occasionally or whatever the fuck. So, yeah. That was the thing that happened. See, how strong are our arrows? 17 damage. I'm pretty sure the best arrows we could use right now are demon arrows, and demon arrows have 34, I want to say. So it wouldn't double our damage, but like it would raise our damage significantly if we actually were using properly leveled arrows. Demon arrows also have an interesting additional effect of weakens attack power of the enemy. Like just how acid bolts can weaken defense, there's an arrow type that can weaken attacks. There's also a later arrow called Kabura arrow that can silence enemies. And I think there's also, well, I think sleep bolts. But ranged attacks can be an awesome way to make even a melee job have, you know, make love in the club or whatever. Okay, so we just gotta mess around with this until we get the combo right. It shouldn't be that bad. Because, like, once you get it, it'll instantly, like, slam every one of the things down. And then it'll just, like, yeah, it'll open, see? Super easy. There's not that many combos with just 4 whatevers. But now we're going to have to fight our way up there because I didn't bring any invisible crap. Because I'm a genius farmer. But we got trust, so we'll be fine. Gonna move back to Shantato's. I'm gonna barrage, not the abbot, but the other one. Boom. Almost 1,000 damage. Yeehaw. We're fighting a white mage Guido and a monk right now. Lux arrow. That's interesting. Wonder what its skill chain property was. Probably like fragmentation or fusion or something. See if we can like skip fighting. Maybe we can skip fighting. Okay, we're not. There's no way we're getting around this Shikudo, surely, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. And I think the leeches in the pond are gonna aggro to sound too. But if we get the ring from the pond, then it'll be whatever. Oh, archery skill ups. Not expected. Definitely not expected from Easy Prey. They must have... There must be something they've done to affect being able to skill up on stuff that gives like EXP or whatever. That just doesn't make sense to me. In the old days, you could only skill up... If your skill had been capped and you leveled up, like, the only thing you were going to be able to skill up on was stuff that was even match or higher. Like, you could skill up lower skill levels on Easy Prey and Decent Challenge, like people did all the time. Like, a level 75 person going to the Boyata tree, for instance, and fighting, not steel shells, but rock crabs, or whatever. They could do that. And, okay, so yeah, literally all we gotta do, we don't actually have to fight anything. We just have to go scavenge in that moment. Oh no, we missed our sidewinder. That's okay, I will use the Eagle Eye Shot. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, it's interesting to me. The Ranger's 2-hour ability is just like an instantaneous, super accurate, super powerful ranged attack. All the normal ranged attack stuff applies to it. So like you're being at the proper distance and like I think it does have a chance to miss, and it is only a single hit. But like it's capped accuracy no matter what, and it's basically like maximum ranged attack, maximum like ranged accuracy, whatever. Gives TP, I believe. I'll check the footage to make sure that it gave TP. It doesn't really bypass defense, but because it has like an unnaturally large attack power, so like it's basically like a free weapon skill more or less. That's like way more accurate and slightly better than any weapon skill, but it's not actually a weapon skill, so like it won't interrupt like skill chains or anything. So that's something that's nice about it, I guess. And like I said, it's instant, so you can actually pull with it. I remember my brother, he actually used to camp Notorious Monsters on Ranger. And people would tell him, oh, there's no way you're going to outclaim me or whatever. And he would save his Eagle Eye shot and just claim with it. Okay, so this is the pond where they throw the dead bodies, I guess. Oh, hey, look, we found it on try one. How about that? That's so nice. But where is it? Scavages and finds an old earring, but where is it? Where's the... Huh. This old earring is dented and dirty. I thought the leeches were going to aggro us, but I guess not. I still gotta come back up here for my Red Mage coffer and several other coffers for extraneous parts of artifact armor sets. Doing these artifact armor quests and sets and stuff is actually taking longer than unlocking the jobs themselves. It's for so little reward these days. These artifact sets don't do jack shit other than look cool. But it could be worse. At least we're getting like some story and lore with it, right? Like, if I wasn't getting story and lore, I wouldn't be doing these. I would have ignored these if there was no story or lore to them at all. So we've learned about the proto crystals from Summoner. We've learned about Sin Hunters from Ranger. What did we learn from Dark Knight? That like evil weapons possess kobolds, I guess. And about Darksteel and Galkas. And it's like Warrior. We learned about Naji and Raugrim. Monk. We learned about Cornelia and Ogby and Raugrim. And then, let's see, I did Red Mage. We learned about Carilla a little bit, and her father a little bit, and the Sandorian Church has got something shady going on. Blue Mage, we learned about the Immortals and Raban, and what it means to be a Blue Mage and Soul Flayers. I do not give a fuck about trust. Curious, but also like worried music. You found it. Yes, it's a perfect match with Sue Bethrathi's Twinstone earring. You know, the thing about it is they're wearing these Twinstone earrings. I know it's like a cultural thing or whatever, but the Twinstone earring as an actual piece of gear, it actually sucks. The witness claims that the use of a shining bow was responsible for your loss of sight. The witness also mentioned that the prisoners of Ostrosia were saved by a bow that loosed arrows of light so dazzling, the Yugudo were struck blind. This could only describe the Bow of Light. It is time for the truth to be known. You are concealing the Bow of Light, aren't you? Have you been seduced by its power, FFXI? Even for one who is blind, surely you can see this has gone on long enough. Very well, it is said that you are not the one to run and hide. I am in no hurry. Let us leave it at this for now. And this adventure I give to you. May you always be on the side of justice. Oh, so you did actually pay me. Well, I guess you're not all bad. Shikari. Hunter's Beret, huh? Increases rapid shot activation rate. Gives intelligence for some reason. And ranged attack +5. So all in all, it's not that bad. This is colloquially to Final Fantasy XI enthusiasts known as the Weed Hat. Because those green feathers are misconstrued as a marijuana leaf. I've never had this hat before. I leveled Ranger once on my main character during the Abyssia era. Took it from level like 13 or something like that to level 30 outside of Abyssia using Grounds of Valor and I think King Rampier's Tomb, which we haven't been to yet, I don't think. And then jumped into Abyssia, keyhoarded my way all the way to like 68, started using gear I had for it, started blowing shit up with heavy shot and like whatever the equivalent is for archery, I don't remember. Because I had archery and marksmanship pretty high up there due to racing them to the... Warrior has a D in all things ranged, so I did that. And once my ranger was level 99, I did the weapon skill Notorious Monster quests for archery and marksmanship. And then I think that was it. I put it away forever. I had the dream of getting every weapon skill Notorious Monster, or Notorious Monster weapon skill is how it should have been abbreviated, but there was a... Back in the day, everyone followed like the social way of describing things, and so everyone referred to Notorious Monster weapon skills as weapon skill Notorious Monster weapon skills. So, you know, quite redundant, but you know, I'll type it in the log for you here. WSNM, yeah. And just sort of weird. There's one for each weapon, and multiple jobs can learn the weapon skills and use the weapon skills. The one for hand-to-hand is called Asheron Fists, Dagger is Evisceration, Sword is Savage Blade, Great Sword is called Ground Strike, Axes is called Decimation, Great Axes is called Steel Cyclone, Scythes is Spiral Hell, Pole Arms is Impulse Drive, Clubs is called Black Halo, Staffs is called Retribution, Archeries is Imperial Arrow, Marksmanship is Detonator, I think. Throwing doesn't have weapon skills. Katanas is called Blade Ku. Great Katanas is called Blade Kasha. Okay, so let's see what we gotta do next, huh? Next quest is called Unbridled Passion. Talk to FFXI. Okay. I don't give a fuck about the Trust Initiative! Jesus fucking Christ! I realized something with all this talk of the Bow of Light. The Civil Guards, every one of us, were prisoners in Ostrosia 20 years ago. I listened to everyone's stories, and they all have memories of being saved by that bow. But for some reason, I have no recollection at all. I was one of those prisoners as well, wasn't I? I was taken in by Heaven's Tower to keep the secrets of the Bow of Light hidden from the world. Was there some other reason that only affected me? I don't know how you managed to erase the sin of sin from me, but I must be the sinner's. Seme Lafina, I swear on the Azure Bow, you are not the sinner's daughter. Then why? The Mithrin tracker assured me there was no record of my parents, and there's one thing I dimly recall. At the time of the Great War, I remember my twin stone earring was switched with another. My past, why? Why doesn't anyone know about my past? I meant to tell you after this was all over, but I see I have no choice. Go to Mara and meet with Ko Linbalalako. If you take the twinstone earring I entrusted to this adventurer, she will talk with you. What, you think Seme is going to be Perry's daughter? I mean, they got similar names. Their names both end in IH. I don't care about the trust initiative. Say something cool. Okay, well, that's cool. Also, I don't think intelligence does anything for Ranger other than reduce damage taken by black magic spells like it does for everyone else. So, whatever. Or I guess, is it that the attributes reduce the damage taken, or is it they give you magic evasion for it? Because if you see, magic in the game can't actually miss, but it can be resisted. And a resisted spell is basically a miss. But a damage spell, right? If a damage spell is resisted, its damage automatically gets cut in half. So that's how it would reduce the damage, is you would resist it and dicks. So. By the by, anyone who happens to be watching me, like, or I don't know why I put this towards the end of the video, but does anyone have any recommendations for working out during the winter without a gym, like having to work out outside or in very cramped spaces? Because I would like to work out in the winter. I'd just like to be fit again, and the wintertime is always hard for me because I hate the cold. My body does not operate well in it at all. Information on the Bow of Light. By your mother's request, to help the sinner's daughter escape, your mother gave her earring to the sinner. You know the story of the company that was held captive in Castle Ostroge 20 years ago, and how the sinner and her child were with them? FFXI was deeply troubled over whether or not to send the child back to the homeland. One night, the chieftainess came to me. We would report to the homeland that the sinner and her daughter had both perished in Castle Ostroge at the hands of the Yagudo. And for proof of her identity, it was necessary to swap the twin stone earrings. Yes, at the time we were unaware of the scent that lingers on the sinner. We believed that everything would be solved. Using my mother's earring to help the sinner? How can I forgive something like that? All of this was done for the Bow of Light carried by the sinner, right? At this point, you wouldn't believe anything I had to say. What I can tell you is, the twin stone earring that you hold, the one that really belongs to you, the other half can be found in the Northlands. The Northlands, where my mother died? I do not know if the one who holds it still lives. I know only that 20 years ago she traveled with the escort to the Northlands. I have no real desire to see a mother who would leave me to travel to the Northlands, but since I have come this far, I will go. Both you and the Chieftains seem to wish it so. calm wind, I have one thing to ask of you. Could you possibly bring me a gold earring? I heard it's very useful. If you can bring me that, I will tell you more of the story. Okay, so... Aw, man. I got a gold earring from the Records of Eminence Conflict Darkabard a long time ago, when I was using Darkabard as a leveling place. Now I gotta go buy one. Hopefully there's one on the auction house, because if not, I'm kind of boned. I don't know if there's anywhere I can buy them from an NPC or not. And I don't think anyone really crafts anymore. Or at least does goldsmithing anymore. We'll see. Clearly, we will see. I think earrings are in the level 40s. Golden earrings, that is. Let's see. Stoic. Gold earring. There are none on the auction house. Oh, fuck. Why do they gotta do this to me? Would a gold earring plus 1 work? That's cheaper than the normal gold earring. She didn't say a plus 1. I guess I could try it out and I could just NPC it if it doesn't work. Let's see. Let me right click gold earring and see if there's anywhere I can actually just buy one from like an NPC or something. PG Wiki, stop being stupid. Goldsmithing level 58. Well, I'll buy this plus 1 earring and try it out, but if it doesn't work, then I'll have to figure out something in between episodes or something. Like, this is really frustrating, because this is like right at the end. Like, this is like the last thing we gotta do here. And I need this fucking earring. But like, the plus 1 variety isn't going to work, I don't think, because of string recognition. I got silver earrings for sale. Worst comes to worst, maybe I can ask someone outside of I could ask someone here at the Goldsmiths Guild if they've got, you know, goldsmithing high enough to make me a gold earring without high qualitying it or something. I don't know. We'll go check out and see if this plus 1 earring works first. But I have a feeling that the gold earring at the shop or at the auction house was going for 30k, whereas this plus 1 version was only going for 20k because the quest will only take the low quality version. I'm almost certain. But you never know until you do, so let's check it out. Mikhail. Yep, didn't work. Man, that sucks. Okay, we'll go see if we can just get like someone to make it or something. We'll try two things. We'll try going back to Bastock at that Goldsmith's Guild, and then we'll try, like, you know, I'll just like send someone to tell. I'll be like, you know, like gold earring, can I have it or something like that? And if they'll help me, they'll help me, and if not, then I don't know. I'll go to Mara and I'll shout. I'll be like, gold earring, you know, can I have it? Like 25k reward or something? I don't know. Pretty sure zircons are I think both of those things are. Oh Jesus, golden guts are expensive. But I'll see if they'll help me out. These people might be bot crafting, so they might not respond either way. I'll try asking either of them. A lot of people, though, they set their character, whenever they're crafting, they just set their character up to just automatically auto craft or whatever. They don't make any, like, they're not actually like pure crafting. They're just now see like I'm pretty sure they're both being botted right now or whatever. So like I don't think I'll get an answer out of either of them. But we'll wait like a minute or two, see if and we'll ask in Link Shell too as well. Yeah, I didn't think. Oh, wait. Please don't. High quality. It's like the opposite of what is normally desired. Woo! So glad I found someone who's helpful. Got so excited I ran past the home point or whatever. We could just NPC this gold earring +1 or whatever. That's of no use to us. I hope there aren't too many more artifact quests like that, because that was like, what, I spent like 44k to get the ingots for that, and then I had to like prostrate myself in the goldsmith's guild. Guess it was lucky those people were there though, and that one person was actually like, I don't know, crafting with a macro or something. That's probably wishful thinking on my part, but where's that gold earring? There it is. Here's your low quality gold earring, you jerk. I don't know why you don't accept high quality ones, you jerk. Let me tell you what really happened those 20 years ago. When we were imprisoned by the Yagudo in the Merifitod Mountains, only the Fire Tribe chieftainess, Nev Bethrathi, managed to escape. However, this left her daughter, Siu Bethrathi, in the clutches of the Yagudo. To save her daughter, chieftainess Nev Bethrathi ran into the nearby camp of Perivashai and her elite warriors. For the chieftainess, this act was akin to jumping right back into prison, but it was the only option she had left for her daughter's rescue. After hearing the words of Nev Bethrathi, Perivashai immediately led her warriors on a raid of Castle Ostroja, not waiting for the dawn. The power of the Bow of Light was incredible to behold. Even so, many warriors lost their lives that day. When we finally escaped from the castle, only a handful of warriors remained. In that battle, Chieftainess Perivashai lost the light, and Nev Bethrathi her life. Left behind were the Sinner's daughter, Siu Bethrathi, and the Bow of Light. We did our utmost to deceive everyone. Similafina must have learned something in the Northlands by now. Please travel to the Northlands and look for a cave near Castle Zavol. And if you happen to meet someone there, please give her my letter. Ko's letter. Okay. I had a friend named Ko back in the day at the 75 cap. She spelled her name Q-O-H, as in Queen of Hearts. Probably mentioned her before. She was like an inspiration to me for how I should step into the end game. She was a Dark Knight main, and also a Monk main, actually. It turned out later I found out she had Monk leveled too. I was quite perplexed at how she had come so far and had 2 jobs so well geared and was so, you know, amazing. But basically, she had a heavy crossbow +1 and acid bolts, and she told me, if you wanna, you know, not be a shitty warrior, you should level your ranged attacks too. It'll open up new pathways to you. And so I said, okay. And I think she gave me a heavy crossbow +1, like right there on the spot. We were... No, I don't think she gave me one, maybe. I know I got one. I went and got one right away and started working on getting a range set up. The first time I saw her and interacted with her was at the Bomb Queen event. It was the first event that welcomed me to the Link Shell, my first in-game Link Shell, Precedence. And it was interesting. Okay, so we gotta go to Zarkabard now. And, because that's where Castles of All's at. So, but we can just go ahead and go straight to Castles of All, and then walk right out the front door. We'll be pretty much where we need to be. We summon our trusts, we do the Fandango, Thunderbolts and Lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, 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 Figaro, Finisico, oh, 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 oh. Mamma mia, mamma mia. Okay, anyway. Yeah. I had like a chill go down my like neck. Zavala is my main character in Final Fantasy XIV's surname, taken from this game, obviously. Really struck a chord with me. All in all, though, I think I kind of prefer when I... Okay, so we gotta go to the cave that's to the north, I think? We've got to go to cave at E7. We're at E7. That doesn't look like a cave. I mean, that's like a canyon. Let's see, how big is E7? Okay, we are like... right on the cusp, but like... I wonder if these demons are gonna aggro us still. I don't think so. Demons usually aggro from pretty far away. Ah, there's the cave. That's what I'm thinking. You know, I had actually always wondered what these caves got used for. I actually think this particular one is an alternate exit from the Ulig Grande range, maybe? But maybe not. Ooh, a tiger. Ooh, a Mithra Ranger shooting at it. You could tell she was a Ranger because she was actually wearing the Ranger artifact body, which we have to get from a fucking coffer. Okay, so monster appears from the Koenig's Tiger. Okay, so basically King's Tiger or whatever. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use the Berserk. We're gonna use the Sharp Shot. We're gonna use the Barrage. We're gonna use the Velocity Shot. We're gonna use the Ranged Attack. Our bow's gonna do funny things. We're gonna miss half our barrage, because why not? You can always tell when you miss barrage, because like the number of hits it does is relative to what level you are on Ranger. And man, I could have used Semi-Lafina as one of my trusts. Oh well. I need to be closer or further away? Not really sure. Further away is probably the thing. I have no idea, like, okay, there we go. Strikes true. Pummeling the blah 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 for blah blah blah. Well, this thing's got some defense going for it. Giving us all sorts of archery skill ups. You know, I should probably switch to crossbow and put some acid bolts on it. I'll do that after my next weapon skill. If it's still, like, alive. If I can hit the damn thing. Stop paralyzing me, you bitch. Stop missing, Calm Wind. Okay, let's switch over to the Arm Burst and the Acid Bolts. Man, how's our freaking crossbow doing almost as much damage as our freaking bow? It shoots way faster and it's hitting almost as hard. I mean, I know part of it's we lowered the defense with the acid bolt, but like, holy cow. Oh, it's totally screwed. She's gonna nuke it faster than I can. Oh, wait, nope. Did I get it? Oh, I got it. Rapid shot for the win. Okay. There's nothing more to be done here. Okay. Very well. Whore. Apparently now we gotta go to the southern cave at E8. Damn Graviga. It'll be okay though. We're just now hitting the 1 hour and a half mark, and that's all I'm really gonna wanna do for this once we finish this quest up. This quest is almost finished up as it is, so. Bada bing, bada boom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Bada bing, bada boom. Although I think I need to go down one more thing for the cave at E8, because this section with these rainbow lights is all sorts of fucked up. This has been a quality recording session. It started out kind of nasty with my nasty story about my crap, but then like the story for a Ranger was really interesting. I just wanted to keep going. I didn't even remember I was recording. even though I'm clearly talking to myself. I think I'm going to try with the extra time from the delay. I think I have enough extra time to try to wedge in a Final Fantasy IV Let's Play, which I kind of wanted to, but I got my very first recording attempt of it got immediately fucked up by my girlfriend popping in out of the blue. But that was okay, because she was super duper hot when she did that. But anyway, anything strange about that cave, huh? Oh wow. Who's there? Zero, and there's your arrow. You were sent by Perry Vishai. See you, Befrathi. How do you know that? Just, like, that's not how voices work. Yes, I am the daughter of Nev Befrathi, the Fire Tribe Chieftainess. I am Siu Befrathi, the daughter of... You were supposed to have died 20 years ago. Perry Vishai arranged it so that I could escape. She said that if I could make it as far as this place, the Mithran tracker would not be able to follow. Come inside. It's not safe to talk here. That's the Ranger artifact body, by the way. I will tell you what you wish to know. First, let me speak of the Bow of Light. The Bow of Light is famous for its power. It was not originally the weapon carried by the chieftainess of our tribe. It was something that Yo Rabantah found in this forsaken land and brought back to the tribe 30 years ago. No, what she actually brought back was the large gem that was embedded in the bow's shaft. Yao Rabantah used the stone to create the Bow of Light, a weapon even more powerful than the chieftainess's Bow of Flames. The bow did not bring light as was intended. It was a bow that stole the light from my people. My mother, the chieftainess, insisted the bow be taken back to where it belonged. It carried with it the taint of this accursed place, and would surely have brought ruin upon the tribe. The tribe's people, however, were already divided over whether to keep the bow. And then something terrible happened. A fiendish creature appeared before Yao Rabantah, almost as if the gem had called to it. She was slain by the fiend, and my mother was disgraced by her inability to avert the tragedy. 30 years ago, Yao Rabantah. She was a member of the team sent to investigate this area, wasn't she? Yes, you're right. It wasn't until 10 years after my mother was in prison that we discovered the fiend was actually the Shadow Lord. When she learned of this, my mother escaped from her prison and headed for the Northlands. As the chieftainess of the Fire Tribe, she sought to exact revenge for her people. She was captured by the Yagudo before she reached her destination. Yes, but I will carry out her revenge. I have returned with the gem, the magicite taken by Yao Rabantah to purify this accursed land. You will never accomplish that alone. This is true, but you are Mithra. You should understand. We are one with nature and cannot ignore her call for help. I have resolved to spend my remaining days in this land, a land abandoned by the Mithra hundreds of years ago. Ah, that's kind of cool. The Mithra are originally from the Northlands? Or is she just referring to the Outlands as a whole? Either way, that makes this a certain... In Final Fantasy XIV, it said that the Mikote were kicked out of Isambard, which is like the frozen Northlands. And like now they're like a desert people, and this is kind of like a precursor to that tidbit of lore that's in 14. Do not concern yourself with my safety. I've survived here for 20 years. I have been more worried about you. When Perry Vishai brought sin upon herself by letting me escape, you would also be held accountable. It seems the Mithra tracker didn't explain that part to you. I would be? What did you just say? Please take this. It is the Bow of Light with the magicite removed. If you give this to the tracker, everything should be resolved. Take this twin stone earring also. It is the one given to me by FFXI to disguise my identity. All will become clear when you unite it with the twin stone earring that you carry. It matches. My mother and I, we owe you and your mother our eternal gratitude. Goodbye, Semi Lafina. So, was that basically saying that, apparently we gotta check it again, for some reason? A letter from Ko Linbalalako. That's a name I haven't heard in years. Thank you, Adventure. I wish for you to have these. You received 99 ice arrows. Which is actually kind of a nice dig because they raised the delay on our fire, but they're much stronger and they also deal ice damage. So that's kind of nice. That'll be nice to level up with for a time. I think I'm just going to drop what remains of that stack of horn arrows because they're kind of crappy. Plus I've got more quivers of them anyway. And honestly I need to be using better arrows anyway, so it's kind of whatever. And now let's put the Ranger artifact questline to rest. Let's go and talk to FFXI one more time. And she's gonna give us, I believe, the hunter's socks for some reason. The boots are the last piece. The hands are, of course, the Borgerd's quest, and then the body and the pants are in coffers. And the body is actually really useful. So, like, if you're a leveling ranger for whatever reason, and you want to go ahead and do the artifact quests as you leveled, the body would be one of the most important pieces to get. So, I should really find the books in Windurst. But, oh well. No, I didn't look at Ko's letter, did I? But looking at its key item description, it just says, a letter from Ko Libalala Lako Mara. A gold earring is enclosed. So, yeah, not a whole lot. Like, just meh. Meh, meh, meh. Meh, 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 meh. Video's getting too long. All of them are too long. All of them are too long. Cue Colby head desking. Alright, FFXI. No, I don't care about the trust initiative. Do not talk to me about the fucking trust initiative. Do not give a fuck about the trust initiative. I now have the Bow of Light in my possession. The magicite that gave this bow its cursed power has been returned to the land where it belongs. I wish to express my heartfelt gratitude to you, Semi Lafina, for retrieving it from the wilds of the Northlands. It was not I who found the bow. That honor belongs to the adventurer Calm Wind. I see, I have much to thank you for. Ah, but words of thanks have little value to an adventurer, do they? Instead, I will give you these. It's a pair of hunter's socks. Please take them as a symbol of my respect for your skill as a ranger. And so, Chieftainess FFXI, I leave this behind me to begin my next hunt. I leave this land behind me to begin my next hunt. And just like that, she leaves. The tracker's real task here was most likely the destruction of the Bow of Light. And not catching the sinner? I don't know for certain, but the homeland was definitely more concerned with the Bow of Light than the sinner's daughter. In that case, the Magicite's fire must truly be dreadful. Magicite resembles crystals, or rather, the power contained in Magicite is similar to, or perhaps greater than, that contained in crystals. But both are unnatural creations. The power of Magicite is an ominous, cursed energy. It is a manifestation of evil that we cannot tolerate. The chieftainess of the Fire Tribe, Nefbethrathi, knew this, and after seeing the bow for ourselves, the Mithrin Tracker and I knew it too. That crystal calls to those of Mithrin blood. It awakens feelings of envy, of jealousy. It darkens the nature of the heart. Nefbethrathi and her daughter, however, had the strength to resist its influence. Even though they used the bow, the light in their hearts remained. I understand now. FFXI, you lost the light when you drew back the string of that cursed weapon. Yes, I saw the power of that bow and closed my eyes to it. You desire nothing in a world where you see nothing. There is nothing to be afraid of. I respect you, FFXI. I don't know if I could have done the same in your place. For that, I twisted the path you were to walk. To save Siu Bethrathi, I erased the existence of my own daughter. FFXI, I have no feelings of hate towards you. It is my duty to listen to the voice of nature. I will come to see you again. Until then, may the wind guide your footsteps. Aw, man, that was actually like a really fucking good questline. Do not give a fuck about the trust initiative. Occasionally you too should try seeing the world through closed eyes. What is there in your inner world? Who do you see? Man, that's fucking dope and deep and awesome. And we got these, they call them hunter socks, but they're, you know, like leather boots basically. So they're kind of cool. They kind of go with the Gerada thing. The whole ranger set looks kind of neat together. It's like this mixture of green, like on the hat, and then you got like this sash around your neck that's green, and then the rest of it's kind of yellow and brown. The body has like 10 ranged accuracy, I think. So that could be quite nice. Anyway, this video's gone on over long, so next time we'll move on to yet another job to do artifact armor for. We're almost halfway. We're almost halfway there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next, so stay tuned. And thanks for watching. Stay safe and have a great day.